Well, hello, everybody. I don't know what just happened.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is 7 o'clock. Getting us started on this Monday morning. How was the weekend? Was it not fantastic? That's a live look right now in Union County here this morning. And a gorgeous start to the day. We've got clear skies. It is comfortable. Actually, my family just left the house, and they said, wow, like maybe I need a light jacket or a sweatshirt. So the kids ran inside and grabbed a sweatshirt before they left the house this morning. And yeah, that's the kind of morning it is. And that's exactly what we experienced all weekend long. So hopefully you had a great weekend. I do want to get everyone, all the kids off to school this morning if they've not left the house yet. Here is that bus stop weather forecast, starting off with temps in the 60s. We're going to see those temps climb into the mid-80s as they head home from school today, and it is going to feel amazing, just like the last couple of days. Sure, it's warm during the afternoon hours, but at least we have that lower humidity. So how was the weekend, everybody? Was everyone have a good weekend? It was a nice sunny weekend. We'll talk about Witcher's Adventures coming up. A lot of you might have seen that on social media, but boy, I tell you what, it was a fun weekend, and the weather couldn't be better. Now, let me just throw this caveat out there. While we just came off an amazing weekend, and it's going to be amazing for the next couple of days, well, it looks like some rain showers are going to settle on in as we get into, well, next weekend. So let's talk about it. The high temperatures on yesterday, pretty average, a little bit below average for most of us, but average to slightly below average is what we experienced yesterday. Out there this morning, we actually have temperatures in the 50s and 60s. So that's what makes it feel amazing. We don't really have much in the way of fog to slow most of us down. And when you look at the satellite and radar, we have clear skies to get the day started. So here's your forecast for the day today. We're going to see those temperatures climb into the low 80s as we get into the lunch hour. And our goal this afternoon is just like yesterday. We're actually going to be right there in the low, mid, and upper 80s. So basically, the Interstate 40 north will be in the low to mid 80s. Interstate 40 south will be in the mid to upper 80s with maybe a couple of pockets of 90s closer to Chattanooga. Dew points, though, the amount of moisture in the atmosphere, how does it make the air feel? It's been low. Dew points have been in the 50s. That's refreshing. That's pleasant. And so that's what makes it amazing, feeling amazing this morning. So as we get into the afternoon, dew points down the lower side, so no heat stress. Minimal at best. So hopefully you had a good weekend to get out in the yards and mow the yards. Listen, a lot of folks work outdoors. Today's going to be a great day, albeit still warm, just not as humid. So you don't have that heat index value. 78 degrees by 8 o'clock here tonight, down to 73 by 10. It's going to be another evening tonight, another morning tomorrow morning for maybe some early morning or late evening walks around the neighborhood. Get some exercise. We'll do it again tomorrow and Wednesday. Pretty average weather on the way. We're going to top out in the mid to upper 80s. But with that said, our dew points will gradually increase as we get into the middle and latter part of the week. So our dew points today in the 50s. We'll be in the 60s tomorrow and Wednesday. And then we start to climb back into the 70s. And so you add more moisture to the atmosphere. A, it's going to have a little bit of a hotter feel no matter what those high temperatures do. And B, that's going to lead to available moisture to precipitate out of the atmosphere, which, by all means, we're talking about our next storm system. We pick up our timeline on our mid-level energy and spin that just shows us disturbances in the atmosphere. 7 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, we've got our next little weather maker to our northwest. Knoxville's on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, like right. Which arm is it? Right there. Which way am I going? Whichever way you want it. All right, here we go. So watch this mid-level energy and spin. So out ahead of these little disturbances, you get rising air. Behind it, you get sinking air, just like a wave in the atmosphere, or a wave in the ocean, I should say. Rising and sinking air. So out ahead of it, we get the rising air. So here comes the disturbance. You can see that little trough and how it's going to kick up those showers and thunderstorms. As we get into our Friday, we're probably going to deal with some rain showers on Saturday. And then the whole storm system, as of right now, the trough axis starts to swing its way east of us as we get into our Sunday. And so that means we'll start to get that sinking air. And I think Sunday will at least may start off with some rain showers, but at least I think we'll see improving weather conditions as we head through our Sunday. But hate to be the bearer of bad news. Yes, it does look like the best rain chances come through Friday and Saturday. Maybe a few scattered showers on Thursday and also on Sunday. But I think Friday and Saturday are the days, which at this point of the game, we're going to need the moisture. Listen, we haven't had a lot of rain for the last, 7, 8. Today will be 9 days. Tomorrow will be 10 days. Wednesday will be 11 days in a row of basically no rain around the area. So that's going to allow that drought to kind of creep its way back in if we don't get much soon. And we will by the end of the week. So when you look at the rainfall forecast from now through Wednesday, not a lot of rain, but you can see how this moisture is going to start to creep its way in from the west all the way through Friday. So Thursday and Friday, we're going to pick up maybe 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain. And then all the way through Sunday, Saturday with lingering showers Sunday morning, Sunday it exits. We made grand total 1/2 inch to an inch of rain around East Tennessee. So definitely something to keep an eye on as we get into the weekend. Of course, we don't want the rain on the weekends, but here we are, right? We'll see how it plays out. Average high temperatures over the next 7 days, but remember those dew points start to climb, and so by the middle and latter part of the weekend, we'll be dealing with heat index values pushing back close to the low to mid 90s. Anybody interested in tropics? Well, here we go. Let's talk about it. We've got potential tropical cyclone number 5, my friends. Down in the Atlantic Ocean, moving its way towards the Lesser Antilles. That's St. John's, Dominica, Martinique, Barbuda, the British Virgin Islands, getting into the Greater Antilles. And so watch this disturbance as it moves its way through. So here's potential tropical cyclone number 5. Max winds at 30 miles per hour, moves its way through the Lesser and Greater Antilles into the Caribbean, and then just becomes a fish storm after that. At least when we are talking about the United States, it's a fish storm for us. Obviously, it is going to be affecting folks out in the Caribbean and the Atlantic Ocean, and then maybe a Category 2 hurricane as it works its way towards Bermuda. And how this all plays out over time may also determine how our weather pattern shapes up by the end of the week. Of course, that takes us through Saturday morning by the end of that storm track. So depending on how this plays out, may potentially change the forecast as we get into our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're new to the platform, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app. You can stay on top of the latest weather forecast, of course, every single day right there, and you can watch Wake Up with Witcher there as well. All right, did you have a good weekend? Let's go to the chat and say hi. We got Debbie, Lee, Kimberly on here, Aaron, of course, Dwayne, and Jamie. Good morning, Jamie. How are you this morning? Got Carol joining us this morning. Carol, you're never looking so good. Carol Guilford Nanny. I like that. Are you a nanny? Are you a Mimi? What are you? Good solid picture, though. What's up, Michelle and Tom? How are you this morning? Hopefully you had a good weekend. So with Little Witcher's Adventures, while I looked through the chat this morning, many of you probably saw on social media. Maybe you didn't if you weren't on social media this weekend, but I have painted the studio. Still have to do some touch-up work, but painted the studio. Took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Thought it'd take like 3 hours or so. Not the case. Took me about 6 hours to do. But a lot of fun there. And this is what it looked like when I was done. Well, let's make that a little smaller. So I don't know if you saw this on social. There we go. Which one looks better? That one? Let's see. That one or that one? I mean, at least I had eye protection on, I suppose. But when you spray, it goes everywhere. Everywhere. It actually got a little dusting on my car. And I moved my car away. But just, you waste a lot of paint. But anyways, that's what I looked like after painting the studio. This is what it looks like now. That's the East Tennessee Weather Studio. So I'll show you what that looks like. Now, of course, I got to take off the tape. We got our charger, got our lights, got to clean up a little bit of stuff. But that is, by the way, that is the East Tennessee Weather Studio. Booyah. I don't think these videos play, but no, I don't think they play. It would be cooler if that would play, wouldn't it? Let's see if that plays now. Nope, that's not going to play. But anyways, that's the studio before and the studio after. Well, not bad, right? So, of course, I just had regular wood on there. But nice. It's called, per HOA, it's got to be painted the same color as the house. We had some Witcher's Adventures. Maybe you saw that on Soch. That was over at Cummins State Park. Lots of fun there. If you've never hiked it, it's really cool. About 1/4 of a mile from the parking lot down to the water, all downhill into the gorge. And then you have to walk about a quarter of a mile upstream. Now, of course, you can be in the water or there's some trails with a couple of river crossings. But that, my friends, was a cool, cool waterfall. Here's another couple of cool pictures. Lots of fun there. Kids had a ball. And of course, they were like, I don't want to go. I'm like, when we get there, you'll have fun. And then last night, went out on the paddleboard myself after getting done painting. Just was so refreshing to get out there. So refreshing to get out on the water and enjoy the nice warm day. But the water had a nice little cool feeling to it. Wasn't too terribly bad though. Felt pretty good. So what were your adventures here this weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Let's see. We got Brian. Let's see. What a great day to be alive and live in East Tennessee. Enjoy life each day. Brian, you are the man. That's exactly what you need to do. What's up, Gina? How are you this morning? We've got Gina joining us this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Nathan, what's up, buddy? Tell Townsend I said hi. Lots going on here this past weekend. There was a lot of events going on. Thanks, Kimberly. Appreciate it. What's up, Brittany? By the way, big congratulations to Brittany. She was the one who guessed where I was. She was the first one to guess where I was. So, Brittany, I'll send you out your t-shirt. We could probably just meet up. I don't know where you live now. But I used to know where you lived. Anyways, we'll get that t-shirt sent out to you. But big shout out to Brittany this morning. Awesome. Thanks for joining, by the way. What's up, Jamie? How are you this morning? Everyone's so worried about Cody. Let him sleep in. Cody just wants to chill out. Maybe working some late nights. Maybe he had a wild weekend. We just need to let the guy sleep in, huh? Have a great day, Michelle. I bet the pontoon was amazing. There was a lot of folks on the water, even in the cove that we go to, which is typically doesn't have a lot of people there, but there were a lot of people there for sure. All right, you know what time it is? It's time to dance, my friends. National Holiday Calendar. Here we go. I haven't looked at them yet until just now. And we'll check those T-Dot cameras here as well. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. So your national holidays for the day today. National Julienne Fries Day. Ooh, that sounds like shoestring fries, right? Sounds pretty good. National Vinyl Record Day. There we go. I like that one. We could just throw this one in there just for fun. You probably don't want to do that to some of your vinyls. National Middle Child Day. Yay! It's my day. It's my day. Yes, I'm the middle child. 3 years apart in age from my brothers and 4 years apart in school. So we were actually never in middle school or high school or obviously college, but middle school or high school together. Never in school together. 4 years apart in school, 3 years apart in age, and I am classic middle child syndrome. I'm classic Gemini. I pretty much hold true to all that. Oh, all right. That's all we have for the holidays? All right, fine. Guess we got to move right along, shall we? 7:13. The morning's cruising right along. We're going to get through everything this morning. Oh, whoa. Let's take a look at this. We've got some incidents. Anybody traveling on the interstate? It looks like it may be a solid mess. All right, that's a live look there. 40, 75, 640. We've got a big old backup. Look at this. This is going to be coming. If you're traveling southbound on 75 as you connect to 640, you can already see top right-hand side of your screen. You can see how backup's already traffic, not backup. Backup's already trafficked out there. Traffic's already backed up there. That's coming down 75. Then you get on 640, and it's a standstill. Yikes, take 275. Come down 75. Don't get on 640 right now, so take 75. Stay on 275. However, you'll still have to deal with traffic all the way through Western Avenue. Boy, what a mess it is this morning. All the way down to Interstate 40. Jeez, this is a long backup here this morning. Should start to break up, though. It does break up there at 40 and West Hills. It doesn't show that there's an accident. Make sure I got my features turned on. I do. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And then, of course, on 275, coming down 275, getting on Interstate 40. That's starting to back up right there. You can see right there on your screen. And then it comes down to Interstate 40, 275 interchange. Lots of sun glare out there. And we'll come over to this camera. So it's a solid mess. 640 and 40 in downtown, trying to get on the westbound lane of Interstate 40 is a solid mess this morning. Give yourself plenty of extra time. Other than that, it doesn't. That's just saying. Let's see. Central Time Zone. Police activity. All right. Police activity. Let's see if we can see it. What's going on there with the camera? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's the mess right there. That's 40 and Paper Mill. That's going to snarl our morning commute. So do find another alternate route. If you're coming down 75, maybe get off Raccoon Valley Road, or maybe go through Carnes in some form or fashion and take the back way. Or there's really no way to get on Alcoa Highway. I was going to say, or take Alcoa Highway all the way down to Topside Road, then scoot over to Pellissippi Parkway, and then zip northbound if you want to get around this mess, and if you're traveling westbound on 40 to toward Chattanooga. That's going to be a solid mess here this morning. So, yikes. No fun this morning. What a way to start a Monday. Hey! There he is, everybody. The one and only Cody Duncan. Have you ever had so much of a shout out? I mean, Cody, everybody misses you terribly bad when you're not on this chat. Ugh. I'm always tired, which leads me to oversleep and causes me to be late for work every morning. So it's the rush. Story of our lives, Cody. Story of our lives. Oh, man. I'm just going to leave that up there for a minute. Again, if you are traveling the interstate and you're just now tuning in, 640, 75 to 640, anywhere around downtown Knoxville, this area is a solid mess thanks to an incident now. And it looks like a multi-vehicle crash or something like that. So do travel safely. Jesse Sagittarius, nice. I'm the oldest of four, says Eva. You're a Pisces? Whoa, easy, Kimberly. Always razzing Cody. Always razz. You met the dude once. Amen to that, Jamie. Ah, yes. Counting down to the days to football time in Tennessee. Oh, man. How's the season? Is the season going to be a good one this year? I hope it's going to be a good one. No worries, Cody. You're all good. You're good. You're in good company unless you're talking to Kimberly and she's just going to razz you. Oh, yeah, for sure it has. But when you have one accident, Buck, it just snarls it just shuts everything down. One little, broken down car to an accident just shuts that part of town down. It's only 7:19. I mean, the bulk of the traffic in the heart of the morning rush hour doesn't really get going until 7:45 to 8 o'clock. Hopefully y'all had a good weekend. You think you know the struggle bus, do you? It's only going to get worse, isn't it, Buck? They got to figure it out. I know they're constantly working on the interstate, but they got to figure it out. Aw, much love, Kimberly. Much love to Cody. Have a great day, Lee. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Too many people on this chat or too many people out in Knoxville? Which is going to be? What's going to be, Robert? What's up, Sean? How are you this morning? Whoa, I'm up running cameras at City Hall's church at 6 a.m. God is great. This morning? Why are you running cameras at 6 a.m. this morning? Buck, is there something going on this morning? Are you still doing that that fundraiser or whatnot? I'm just leaving that up, by the way, so folks can, if they tune in, they can see what's going on, but it's a mess. Get on your Waze apps or your apps to try to find an alternate route, that's for sure. Sagittarius are lovers, not fighters. So are middle child syndromes, and that's why I always have FOMO, I think. I don't know. I always like to be a part of the group. Let me join in. What are you guys doing? Oh. Did you like my gray hair yesterday? Well, you beg to differ on that, are you? Are you a fighter? I have not seen that, Buck. Well, it's spray. So when you're spraying when you're spraying the eaves, and there was a little bit of a breeze. Yeah, it was the eaves. It wasn't the fact that I was spraying the sides. It was when I was getting the eaves of the building, which at my house, and so they made it part of this. I've got 3-foot eaves on my building, so like my house and my buildings never get wet because my eaves just stick out so much. Oh, 21 days of prayer. Second week, day 9. Nice. The Witchers are going camping this weekend, but that's not going to be great because we're talking rain now. So we're going camping this weekend, so I'll be broadcasting on the road. We'll be in Cumberland County, just to keep you up to date. I'll just tell you where when we get closer. Aw, thanks, Darlene. Been watching on the Roku app. Had to come say hi on Facebook. Glad you did. How did I get the paint off me? I jumped in the lake. I didn't take a shower. I was like, you know what? The kids wanted to go to the lake and go paddleboarding. I was like, well, let me finish painting. I'll just throw on my swimsuit and I'll just wash off in the lake. So that's what I did. I got in the lake. I jumped in, started washing my arms off, grabbed my hair, went like this in the lake, and next thing you know, it was all gone. Not quite sure what that means about the lake water. Oh yeah, I've heard it does much better, and I think it actually moves the traffic in Sevier County a little bit faster, a little bit more smoothly. What's up, Michelle? How are you this morning? You know we love you, Cody. Just razzing you. There you go. Well, I think that's like the rest of us, Jesse. That's like the rest of us. All right. Well, no other questions. Weather's looking fantastic. Got a disturbance on the way by the end of the week. We've talked about Witcher's Adventure, showed you some photos. This morning, we're going to get to work with a little bit of just still doing some rearranging. I need to get outside of one of my buildings because when I did the renovation on one of my rooms, I never finished the outside. So it's just got plywood and some Tyvek on it. So we've got to fix that and take that down and get that fixed. By the way, if you're just now tuning in, it's a mess on the interstate this morning. We've got an accident right there on the westbound lane, 40 in Paper Mill. It is snarling traffic down 75 connecting to 640 and down to 275 connecting to Interstate 40. So if you can find a different way, if you're heading westbound on Interstate 40, that is going to be your best option to try to find a different way to go because it is a solid mess. For sure. A live look there over Maynardville this morning. Good morning, Maynardville, Union County. Big shout out to you folks. A gorgeous start to the day. And a live look there from the East Tennessee weather camera. And just a gorgeous, gorgeous morning around town. So we sure hope you have a great day, everybody. We're going to wrap things up here this morning. Remember, this Wake Up with Witcher was sponsored by Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Check them out if you're looking for some new insurance. You can find a link and get a quote through the app, through the website, and all over all of my platforms. Boy, I tell you what, this weekend cruised by, but it was a nice one. Sure hope you enjoyed it. If you missed any of the forecast, I will send you back to the 24-hour weather channel to launch you from the top. The latest on the logo, well, I think I'm having to go another route. The folks that I was having to do a logo, it is still sitting in the waiting room. They have all the information, Cody, but it's still sitting in the waiting room. So I'm thinking I'm going to go a different direction, see if I can't scoot this right along. But yes, today is a big merch day. I have to approve a bunch of merch, by the way. I have to prove it, and then we'll be getting it. That means coffee mugs and sweatshirts and hoodies and some orange shirts for football season. Better believe we're going to be donning some orange East Tennessee weather shirts. So lots going on, lots to do, and it's going to be a very busy week. But if you see me out in the public, just come say hi. Which, by the way, I saw somebody yesterday at one of the stores. I was shopping around for my kids to get some tennis shoes, and some lady walked past me and said, "Hey, Witcher." I was like, "Hey, what's up?" She goes, "I knew you were at Cummings Falls. I answered the question, but I knew somebody had beat me to the answer." I was like, "Pleasure to meet you." Anyways, my friends, happy Monday. Have a great day. Send you back to the 24-hour Weather Channel. I will see you bright and early for Wake Up with Witcher early tomorrow morning. And of course, Witcher's shenanigans and Witcher's adventures always available on social media. See you soon.
You're watching East Tennessee weather. Weather when you want it.
Good morning. Have a great Monday, everybody. What a beautiful weekend it was. Sure hope you had a chance to get out and enjoy the solid weather here around East Tennessee. Yesterday turned out to be a fantastic day, just like Saturday. Average to even slightly below average weather. We made it to 86 degrees in Knoxville, 80 in Crossville, 91 Chattanooga, and 86 in Tri-Cities. Tons of sunshine, no rainfall yesterday, and it doesn't look like we're in for much rain, at least over the next couple of days. As we get into the lunch hour, temperatures will be right around 80. We're on our way into the mid-80s as the kids head home from school. Our goal today is going to be in the low to mid-80s across the Tennessee-Kentucky border down along Interstate 40. South of Interstate 40, upper 80s to near 90. So Chattanooga about 90, 87 Tri-Cities, and downtown Knoxville should make it to the mid to upper 80s as well. But the air is going to continue to stay on the dry side throughout the day today. That's going to make it comfortable. So if you work outside, just like this weekend, yes, it's still warm. It's still August and the peak heat in the day, but at least we don't have a lot of heat stress. We don't have a lot of humidity, and that just makes it feel a lot better, doesn't it? So as we get into the evening rush hour, we're going to be right around 84, down to 78 by 8, and 73 by 10 o'clock this evening. So really a solid day ahead of us today and a solid weather stretch for the next few days. We'll go 87 on Tuesday as well as Wednesday. We'll see maybe a few clouds hanging out with us, but all in all, plenty of sunshine, quiet, and dry weather conditions. Now things start to turn a little bit. As we get into our Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, notice the humidity is going to start to be on the increase. And so that's going to allow for much more of a humid weather pattern here around town as we wrap up the week. And the culprit is a cold front and an upper level wave that's heading our way. So our next storm system is to our northwest by Thursday morning. Okay. Watch as the storm system kind of tracks its way and lifts the moisture. So there's our storm. Out ahead of it, you get rising air. So here comes the rain showers as we get into our Thursday. Not much rain. Friday, we're likely to get some decent amount of rain around the area. And it may linger as we get into our Saturday. Now, based on this latest model guidance, as we get into our Sunday, the storm system should kick its way on out of here. Maybe a few lingering showers Sunday morning, but that should be about the extent of it. So I think Friday and Saturday will bring us our most elevated rain chances that we've seen in quite some time, actually. When you look at the rainfall chances, I've got Friday a little bit higher than Saturday, but of course we'll adjust these accordingly as the week progresses to keep you up to date on that all-important weekend forecast. We're going to do some camping and whatnot. Like I said, we need the moisture terribly bad. We have had 8 days in a row. Today will be 9 days in a row of really no miserable precipitation. So although we did start the month off on the soggy side, so far this month, we're sitting at 2.35 inches of rain, and our average for the month is 3.63 inches. So we need some moisture. So from the Weather Prediction Center, you see all the way through Wednesday, we stay rain-free. Getting into our Thursday and Friday, here comes the rain showers. Could pick up upwards of about a half an inch of rain by the end of the week, and then it's going to linger on into our Saturday, so we may pick up another quarter of an inch or so across the area from Saturday as it kicks its way on out of here through Sunday. So maybe half an inch to an inch of rain Friday, Saturday, into Sunday morning. Temperature-wise, it's a solid average weather pattern on the way. Solid 87s across the board. Not much of a fluctuation in those high temperatures. Now remember, as the dew points start to climb, the heat index value will start to climb. Even though our highs are going to stay in the upper 80s, our heat index values will be in the low to mid 90s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then start to shave away on into our Sunday. So if that's all you care to know, we sure hope you have a wonderful and safe day. For those that want to stick around, got to check on the tropics. Take a look at this. We actually do have some decent moisture hanging out with us in the Atlantic Ocean, and so we now have a potential tropical cyclone number 5. And that's going to work its way towards the Lesser and Greater Antilles, but it looks like this one's just going to be a fish storm. Right now, winds max 30 miles per hour, pressure at 1,009 millibars. Going to be strengthening, though. Could become a tropical storm as it moves its way towards Puerto Rico. Category 1 hurricane, possibly north of the Dominican Republic, and maybe even a Category 2 as it barrels down on Bermuda. So we'll keep you posted on that. Again, we want you to stay on top of the weather forecast every single day right here in East Tennessee. So download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download from your app store. Just search East TN Weather, all one word. It's everything you need to know for weather right here in East Tennessee. Have a great Monday. Welcome back to school. Welcome back to the work week. Enjoy the sunshine and the drier weather pattern. Have a great day. We'll see you back here for your next weather update at noon.